okay. I look back at the VOD and the VOD looks terrible. The audio is still there, but the picture is not there. This is kind of really upsetting. So whenever I see like too much lag going on, I'm gonna have to like end stream and then restart it. I'm sorry. It's gonna be really annoying, but I really don't have a choice.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
With an action plan in place, you and Paimon decide to check in and see how much the stage of preparation. Okay, you're not letting me read. Thanks. Fine. Okay, we got 6 hours. Totally enough time.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
I had no idea you were so skilled with your hands. What?
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kaveh to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? What's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Well, fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh? What does that look mean?
I don't know what it means.
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
This is not the Lord Sagmia Bay we're used to.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had, and I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
So back to the pendant. You never intended to ask for it back, did you?
Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
We're going with the two best boys. Yes!
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence.
I see.
Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form, but in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rehir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Oh yeah, this triangle-looking
How
thing.
wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
We will.
All right then. Stay safe.
PC Island. Okay, if I'll make a vow to myself. I might have to sacrifice those 500 primos. There's a chance I might have to sacrifice
Miss
those
Lama,
500 primos.
is everyone here?
Yes.
And I really
The
don't want to do
fate
that,
of my
but
flock
I might
is
not
in
have a
your
choice. I
hands,
really want the stream
Grandmaster
to have good
Varka.
quality.
Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodkrai. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard.
Okay, we're heading towards the end. We're fine.
Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Llama down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Oh, now back to the better sketches. What?
Goodness.
Leave me
How the world
alone.
has changed. Might I?
Strike a pose!
Okay, we gotta be quick then. Huh?
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainslev?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainslev is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainslev?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
Oh.
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it.
Aww.
I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
They know he's spying on them.
Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
Oh. Sorry, we were just concerned about you.
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Sanctum of the Oath Keeper.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
I wonder if this stream is only going to be 30 minutes. I hope so.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Ooh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
I agree. I like
In
Flint's.
the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
Thanks for everything.
Please. I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
The goods have been delivered.
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still
The
have
box. The
I
box.
agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Go. We're gonna fight him now.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Set. Go!
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Just this image? Oh shoot.
The moonlight betrayed you.
You too.
Oh. No, 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 no. What's Aino doing here?
Can't hide the truth. No more love.
By the frost moon of old.
Close your eyes.
Water jet.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within. No more terror.
You poor lost.
Be silent. Night falls. Observe. Close your eyes.
Can't hide the truth. No more love.
Stop, stop, stop. Don't do this.
With one heart, we pray.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
I know. I would like some assistance, please.
Stay your hand. A grave transcript for the everlasting.
Observe. Be silent. To dust.
Futile.
Steady now.
I know. Some assistance, please.
The deception ends here. No more love.
Leave this place.
Can't hide the truth.
Began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Follow Llama's hymn of hunting to find your target.
No more lies. It all adds up.
T. T. Do you see now?
Fire. When will it be as you foretold?
Welcome here.
Get rid of him.
Close your eyes. Fear the dark.
Get rid of him. Hurry. Hurry. I need to go to sleep.
The mystery unravels. It all
Futile.
can't hide the truth.
Poor lost land. With one heart,
It all adds up. Seek within. No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Boris, protect us.
The night comes.
Moonlight.
Close your eyes. Are you quite finished?
For the everlasting forest, Leave this place. Stay your hand.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Be silent. Close your eyes. Fear the dark.
The deception ends here. It all ends up. Can I do?
A grave transcript of poor lost land. Right across me.
Please make it stop.
Observe. Close your eyes. Observe.
Futile. Your little game of heroics is over. Moonlight, begin to go first.
No, you're not allowed to recover.
No, we've been separated.
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Gain the moonlight's blessing.
Mama, can you hear me?
Silence.
Voices are gone. But at least you know they're there. I need to focus. To the plan. Remember my most important task. Just follow me. If I can follow you long enough, the moment will come.
Can't hide the truth.
I don't have much food left, so I don't know how long we can stall.
No more lies. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Bombs away! Water jet!
Can't hide the truth. No more.
I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep it up.
Don't push your luck.
Oh my gosh.
Reborn.
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Go! Wipe out!
I need some food.
Unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Bombs away!
Seek within.
This is gonna take forever.
Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place. Time to come clean. No more lies. There's no other way.
Q.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
He's really falling for it, huh?
You fear the sound of your own name.
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you.
Albedo!
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
Come on, guys.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long.
Oh my gosh. They actually worked on the animation here.
Well enough.
She's not impressed.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Get him!
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar.
Send him back.
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Reverie.
He's like, I'm done with you. Goodbye.
We won.
You good, you good, Durin? You're not blinded, Nefer, are you?
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
Wait, you're blind?
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay, I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nod Krai. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Yehoda shows up and helps Nefer get home. And you, of course, have Paimon to escort you back. Yeah, this is exactly why I wanted to stream this separately. The sight of Nefer navigating the road with her eyes closed is a new one for you. She proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice she seems almost smug.
There's something I want to let you know.
What?
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends? You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
You can't help but break into a smile at the word friends as a warm and fuzzy feeling fills your chest. One by one, your fellow teammates report in to inform you that everything is under control. At Llama's insistence, you lie down. You fought on the front line against River, and now you need rest. ... Why does this not feel like the end?
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing alright, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Man, I'm talking more. I can't believe this.
Oh, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Barker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you.
Aww.
He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Finally, we get to see Albedo go to the flagship. Yay! Hi, Albedo. Hi, Durin.
Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Is she gonna wear like a blindfold or something?
We're here! Traveler and Paimon!
Oh, skip.
Perfect timing.
How
Skip.
are you feeling today?
Sorry.
Better.
Skip.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over. I'm sure she'd love to.
Sorry, guys. Hi, Varka.
I thought of 1,000 ways to congratulate you, but now you're here, words are failing me.
The honorary knight stuns them speechless once again.
Well said. The honorary knight showed us all how it's done. The other knights told me that Mondstadt was the first stop on your journey. All of us are truly delighted to count you as our friend. I'd like to thank you for supporting the Knights of Favonius, and also for helping us save Nodcry.
Don't mention it, Grandmaster.
Nonsense. Of course I'm gonna mention it. This is more than just business. It's a relationship. And there can be no relationship without showing gratitude where it's due.
Dane.
I see you've recovered.
You bet. Snoozed her way to a full recovery.
I'm doing much better, thanks for checking up on me.
Glad to hear it. A healthy body is paramount. Nothing else in life is possible without it. So take it slow. You can't afford an injury.
I'm so grateful that you decided to help us in the end.
Paimon too. You really saved the day when you swooped in to open that gateway.
I came to accept that although Rerir was my friend in the past, here and now, he was an enemy that must be defeated. Though I will never fully understand what happened between us, I could not let this crisis deepen any further. We fought a very necessary battle, and you played your part admirably.
Thank you. I know it was hard, but you'll get through this.
Yeah. And if you ever need to talk, just remember, we're always here.
I'll do that.
Is there anyone else around that I care about? Dory, I guess.
Hello, you. Recovered from the battle?
Mostly recovered, thanks. I'm actually touched you'd ask.
Come on, what do you mean? Of course I'm gonna ask. I care about my friend's well-being. And we are friends, aren't we?
Debatable.
Get yourself a drink. You've more than earned it.
What is this?
Today, your drinks are on me. Lord Sangama Base got you covered. Wow, really? What about Paimon? Has she earned it too? Has she? Please? Well, you haven't been through quite as much as the Traveler, but... what the heck, sure. Yay! Wow! Drinks on Dory! What a historic day. Hey, keep your voice down, or everyone else is gonna want in too. You, have you heard anything I've been saying recently? Doing business in Nodcry has been an absolute nightmare. If I'm buying for everyone, oh... Okay. Paimon will speak more quietly. Jeez.
Should be poor.
That's more like it. Don't you forget, Lord Sangama Bay doesn't just go around buying drinks for anyone and everyone.
Me, cause I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them, but it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship, that's the only reason you're here.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
I've thought. I think this.
Well, this is a new one.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being.
What is this?
If your politeness.
Polonia!
Will you still invite. Yes, I think you will. Bye bye, dear Sandrone.
Leave. Catching up with a friend.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to...
Why? Out of concern for my...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were
Afternoon tea, so we are interrupting after all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the... My coasters are still missing in action, though.
Whoa!
You can ignore I doodle and write and other time trying to predict, Although,
Elaine Goyton?
Who else?
Wait, are you...
I mean, I guess we were
We
friends.
actually met him.
We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. But I honored his
So...
I just Alain's work. Not that there's... Anyway, while we're on... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, The next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance.
Huh?
As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
From what I'm seeing, I don't admire him.
Really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or because he failed. Or maybe you have some other reason. Renee no longer exists in this world, and the dream he started went on to be realized by someone else.
What about you? What's your take on Renee?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person, but he had a sage-like intellect, and still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space.
What does this have to do with not Krai?
Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, For each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves.
As it
They
should
were
be.
young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
I think it's enough.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work.
I would
He
have the
gave
same.
exact same answer as you did.
It's because
No
you
elaboration.
gain something from saving the world. You save yourself